What's going on, guys? It's your boy DeAnte, Break the Cycle Section. How you doing? And welcome to this week's chart and analysis session. The way that we run this is first we're going to review charts that we did last week. Okay, we're going to see what happened, and then we're going to project what we could possibly see happening this week. All right. Before we do any of that, let's go ahead and check the news. So I use actually two sources for news. ForexFactory.com is very common. A lot of traders use Forex Factory, okay? And then I also use my FS Books Economic Calendar, all right? The reason why I use both of these is because sometimes Forex Factory doesn't have some news that my FS Book does. Sometimes my FS Book doesn't have some news that Forex Factory does. So we check both just to cover our bases, all right? So we got pretty light news this week until Tuesday, all right? We got some heavy USD news. Wednesday, we got some CAD news. Thursday, we got some Swiss franc news, some GBP news. So we should be able to see some pretty good moves throughout this week, all right? Let's see what my FS calendar says for tomorrow. Monday, all GBPJPY USD, okay? Monday, what it says, NZD, JET, and Switzerland. All right. So we got some news here for Monday also. Make sure you guys pay attention to these, especially if you're scalping. Okay. The last thing you want to do is jump into a trade right at the time that news is going to drop. All right. So review news. So now we're going to start with our chart markups. All right. First chart we're going to look at is from last week, USDJPY. Here we are on the daily. All right. So last week, what did we see? We saw USD buy up. Well, not last week. Last Sunday, we saw that USD was buying up, and it was hitting the key institutional bank rate right here. Okay, 110.000. We're expecting it to create some kind of formation up here and then potentially fall at least 50% of this impulse move right here, okay? At least 50%, and then at that point, we're going to see what happens, all right? So that's off the daily, okay? On the 4-hour, we're able to see get a little bit more information. We saw that price was indeed starting to stutter or hesitate right at this institutional bank rate, okay? We're looking for a sell at the top, okay? Our first take profit was going to be at our Trillion. Second take profit was going to be at the 50% level on our Feds, all right? And then at that point, we really didn't want to speculate or, try to guess what the market was going to do. We're just going to wait for it to do its thing, all right? So these was our markers from last week, all right? So now let's see what the market actually did. I haven't checked these charts today, so let's see what's popping. USDJPY. It was on the daily. All right. So here we are. Looking off the daily time frame, you guys can see exactly what happened. The very next candle, we had this nice sell, right? Nice sell. That was for. Oops, hold on. My bad. Let me do some things. All right. First day, it was already, what is going on? Oh, okay. My bad. About 140 pips, okay? And look, it didn't even hesitate on the EMA 200, right? It just kept on falling. Of course, as news did come out last week about ever since the different states that opened back up, right? We're looking for that second wave of the coronavirus. While we're on coronavirus, guys, let me just pump my brakes here and let you guys know. Even though we are charting these pairs out ahead of time, right? If any news comes out, which I am expecting a lot of news to come out this week, unexpectedly, about the coronavirus, okay? I'm expecting to see the numbers go up, all right? We've been waiting for the second wave to hit, just like they already did in China and is doing around the world after these people are opening back up, going back to work, right? People are getting sick, okay? What is the incubation period for coronavirus? Who could tell me? Drop down in the chat. What's the incubation period for the coronavirus? Who could tell me? All this stuff ties into Forex, right? You need to pay attention to all this stuff. 14 days, 2 weeks, right? When did things start opening back up here in the U.S.? About destination. California opened back up, certain parts of California opened back up way before a lot more of the country. And those parts that did open back up, guess what? They end up closing back down, going back on lockdown shortly afterwards. Thanks, Shane. Everything started opening 2 weeks ago, guys, right? We already got the first news last week about the numbers of coronavirus increasing. When that happened, the US dollar went down, okay? That was the first piece of news that's happened so far. This week, we're going to see more of that. This week, we're going to see more of that, all right? So every time we get news of more coronavirus cases in the U.S., what's going to happen to the USD? What happens to the dollar? Who can tell me real quick? I want you guys to understand going down. Thank you, Nicole. I want you guys to understand that even though this stuff isn't happening right in our back, it might not be happening right in your backyard, it's still happening around the world. And Forex is a global thing, right? A global market. So you have to pay attention to what's happening in other countries as well as ours when you think about Forex. With that being said, let's talk about it. I'm going to start on the daily on USDJPY. I'm going to delete, let's just clear off this whole thing, right? Let's remove all drawings. Let's close out these indicators here, all right? Basically, I have the 50, and you made 50, and you made 200, right? So jump off the cliff. Yeah. All right, so check it. We had this impulsive move down. First thing I'm going to do off the rip, after seeing something like this, what I usually do, I just go ahead and drop a fib on it, guys. Okay, if you guys are brand new, you don't understand fibs and you don't understand, you know, charting and all that good stuff, and if all this stuff sounds like a whole different language, don't worry, all of us have been there, all right? No one came out the womb knowing what Forex was. Confusion is good, okay? That means that you're on to something, you're on to something new, all right? So keep on showing up to these calls. The more that you see this information, when you do go through the training, or when you do come across a certain piece of trading, it's all going to start clicking, guys. It's going to click, trust me, okay? So, off the rip, this is what I'm expecting on USDJPY daily, okay? So, price fell. It started to pull back, so I'm ready to drop my fib, okay? Basically, I'm asking, how far can price possibly pull back before it decides to continue back down, if it decides to continue back down, all right? Now, off of every impulsive move, you should get, we are expecting as traders at least a 50% retrace, okay? So price fell down here, we expect to come up at least to the 50% level, okay? Before it decides to continue down, if that's what it wants to do, okay? So, check this out. Looking over here, just to prove my point, looking over here, price fell down, impulsive move, started to turn around. How high did it go? Up to the 50% level before it did what? Turn back around and continue the downtrend. That's what we expect, at least a 50%, okay? So, looking at this, is this the start of a new day? I'm expecting price to at least go up here to this 50% level. It can also go up to this point too, this 38.2. The reason why I say that is because I'm looking at previous structure over here. Previous structure, let's just do right here. Okay, so price would go anywhere up in this area, okay? Anywhere up in this area before it decides to come back down. We're going to put our money on the 50% level and then we'll see if we get that rejection. Okay? Does this make sense, guys? Does this make sense? So, oh wait, let me wait. I don't want to move too fast. Is everyone tracking so far? Everyone good? We're gonna dig a little bit deeper in this. Don't worry. Okay, I just want to keep it simple. Keep it simple, and the bag will come easy. I'm gonna say it again. Keep it simple, and the bag will come easy. All right. So if I'm expecting price to pull all the way up to 108.081, right? That's around the 50% level. What else in this area? If you guys could tell me real quick. If not, it's all good. What else about this 50% level is significant that any of my vets here on the call could tell me? Who could tell me? What else is significant about this 50% level? While you guys are answering that question, remember that support and resistance is an area, okay? Not a price point. That's why I highlighted this whole area, okay? Because here, this is all a resistance zone, all right? I don't see no answers, so check it out. 50% level, look at this price point. 108.12. Thank you, Cornelius. Thank you, brother. 108.12, we're around institutional bank rate, 108.000. Okay? Remember, our major support and resistance areas end in all zeros. All zeros, right? Minors might end in 50 or 500. Okay? 50 or 500. Usually, at these major institutional bank rates, we want to see some kind of reaction. In this case, a rejection. Okay? Keep it simple, guys. That's all we're doing, all right? So, let me go ahead and drop this joint real quick. Oh, wait, before I do that, let me show you guys so you guys will know. Look on this seller at this point, all right? Can you buy it up? Yes. Right? You could buy it up, but you want to buy it up right now because it's right at resistance level. You want to see, is it going to pull back down below this level, create a double bottom? Or is it just going to break it, come back down for a retest, and take off? You guys feel me? So you want to take the trades on the retest, all right? I was about to say something else about this, but I totally forgot. It slipped my mind that quick. I forgot. All right, we're good. We're good on this. I'm going to drop down to the 4 hours so then we can see if we have any other confirmations, all right? So I'm dropping all of these charts inside of our Slack channel first, our members Slack channel. And then after the call, I will transfer these to the free Telegram channel, okay? So make sure that you guys are in here if you want to keep track and trade these setups with us, all right? So here we go. We see here on the smaller time frame, we're on 4 hour now, right? Price came down, pulled back up like we saw on the daily, but it looks like it might try to turn around, come back down for a double bottom. We don't know. We don't know for sure, right? So then we have to make up our rules. What are we looking for? What kind of trade are we looking for? For me, if price did fall down, I'm just going to draw a dotted line here. And put this as a, because this is all, it's not doing it now, but this is what we could possibly expect, okay? If price does fall down, that's even better. Now we have a Forex formation, right? What formation would that create? If price came back down here, what formation would that create? Who can tell me? A W, a double bottom, right? Thanks, Cornelius. Thanks, Shane. Thanks, Jay. Yeah, a double bottom. Okay? And that is a signal for a buy back up, right? So we want to see what happens right in this area because we're already starting to slow down a little bit. maybe just a little bit of consolidation. We might get us a nice candle formation. We already have some wicks to the top, right? Someone probably struggling to break this high, okay? So if it doesn't break this high, and if it breaks below this, let me show you. Let's say they come back down to reject, right? Then we're gonna take a sell. You can take a sell down for 69 pips, or even 50 pips, or 10 pips, or 15 pips, whatever you have on your trading plan, okay? Then, hold on, let me see something. All right. Then, after you get your pips, hop out and wait to see what it does right here at the bottom. Will it reject back up like it did over here? And then we will be able to take that buy up, okay? There's so many ways you can take this trade, guys, all right? It just depends on what happens. We have to see what happens from here, okay? I might end up doing a video on this if I catch it throughout the week. And so make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn on notifications, all right? Because when this thing hits, we're going to ride with it, okay? So, that being said, let me go ahead and drop this 4 hour. While I'm doing this, is there any questions so far? Is there any questions so far? Let me know, okay? Everyone good? Double bottom, okay? All right, cool. Cool. I think we're good. All right, next chart is going to be, actually, before I move on to the next chart, let me show you guys one more thing. Now, I'm going to go back to the daily chart. So I'm going to talk to new traders and vets, right? Because sometimes, you know, even though we've been trading for a while, we get caught in certain cycles, right? So here's usually what happens when people start to learn Forex. They go through the training, right? Then they come across a strategy inside the training, and for some reason, they forget about everything they just learned, right? And just want to rely on the strategy. When we started this out, we started this just using market structure, okay? I want all you guys to understand, I don't care what strategy you have, I don't care how long you've been trading, all right? Market structure will always tell the tale. Market structure will always tell the tale. Even if there's news. If you're following market structure, a lot of times you can get in the move before the news, and the news will carry out the rest of the move, if that makes sense, right? All news is an excuse to move the market in big waves, right? Excuse to move the market in big ways, right? While all the while, it was going to do that move anyway. But the news just sped it up, okay? I'm going to see one more thing before I do this. All right, just to prove a point, I'm going to remove this for now. So, I just dropped a fib on this overall move here, right? Just dropped the fib on this overall move. This pair balled up, inverted head and shoulders. It balled up to this 0.62, and then it fell. This was news, right? If you're a trader that uses fibs, not only do we look at the 50, but what's the golden ratio, guys? Who could tell me the golden ratio on the fib? Who could tell me the golden ratio on the fib? 618, 786, I see a couple of them. 618, 618, 618 is the golden ratio. In this case, I rounded up to 62. When it hit that level, it did exactly what it was going to do anyway, guys. Exact before news, it was going to do that anyway. Okay, that's why I like market structure so much. That's why I mess with market structure and why I swear by market structure. Okay, so going back to using, I don't spend a lot of time on this chart, guys. Don't worry, I'm gonna plow through the rest of them. I just like to spend extra time in the beginning, because I know a lot of people have to go So I just want to try to give you guys some nuggets before you bounce, okay? Is everyone cool with that? I'm spending a little bit extra time on this chart. Are y'all good? Let me know. Okay. Coquina says I'm good. I know I'm good. Watch out now. All right. So just last step right here. Check this out. One of my strategies is I use the 13 EMA, the 50 EMA, and the 200 EMA as a variation of the market maker's strategy. Okay. If I throw my EMAs on here, we see that the 50 lines up almost at the 200 EMA, right? Also, let me move this fib to the side here so you guys can see. Okay? The 50 was around here, right at the 200 EMA. By the time price does pull up, this 200 EMA may be a lot further down, and then we might get that rejection. Okay? So I just want to show you guys, look, I do use indicators, I do use strategies, okay? But I only use my strategies to confirm my analysis off of a naked chart. That's the key, okay? You just don't want to fly with the strategy. You still have to know this stuff. You still have to know this stuff, okay? All right. That's all I want to point out real quick. All right, so next chart is GBPJPY on the 4-hour. Okay, this is what we saw last week on GBPJPY. We had a nice bullish channel going for quite a while. Okay, we saw that price did touch the top of our channel once. It started to come down, but at the time that we looked at the chart last Sunday, it looked like it was going to push back up. So we said, okay, if price does push back up to around the 140 institutional bank rate, then we're going to look for rejection. If it does reject, we're going to take the sell up here for 100 pips, take profit 1, okay, and about 150 pips, I believe, take profit 2, maybe a little bit more, all right? So take profit 1 was going to be at this support level, and then we're going to see, okay, after we take profit, will it reject off of this level and buy up higher to 141? Okay? Or will it keep on falling to our trend line and then buy up higher? Either way, we're looking for it to fall and potentially catch support and push back up. Let's see what happens. This is off of the 4-hour. Okay. GBPJPY. Let's see if I can find it. Here we go. 4-hour. On the, no, 4 hours right here. Okay. So, what happened? We got the sell, but not up here. We got the sell right at this resistance level, right? Fell down, broke out our channel, ended up retesting. I don't know why that's there. That was the sell too. No, I don't know why that's there like that. All right. It rejected out of our channel, came back up for a retest, ended up selling down. All in all, this ended up being a hell of a sell. 500 pips, guys. Right? Jeez. Okay. So now what do we see? We don't even have to change nothing on this chart, really, right? So for a couple of trend lines, maybe. Let's say this joint out, this joint out, this joint out, this joint out, right? So here we go. Right now, we had head and shoulders last week, right? So we had entries here, okay? Now it looks like a what? Double bottom, right? That's like a potential double bottom. Let me see a couple more things here real quick. Okay. So looking at the chart from here, I would be expecting to buy back up. If it finds support here, I expect it to buy back up, hopefully give us a double bottom and complete that. Oh, let me change this around. Complete that double bottom, and then from there, we'll have to reassess. Let's see what happens, right? Because this is right off the support level. That's if it rejects. Okay? So let's say you wanted to take an earlier position on this. This is off of the 4-hour. I'm take my trend line, and I'm gonna drop it straight across the top like so. Okay. All I'm doing is when I drop this trend line, because I know a lot of people have been like, I don't know why I dropped my trend lines, this, that, and the other. Listen, guys, we cover that in the training, but all you have to do is remember this: 1, 2, and 3. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. What do I mean by that? I mean catch one wick. Let's see these 2 wicks right here, these candles. Let's see if I want to start right here. I could say 1 on this wick, 2 at this wick, and just drive it straight through, right? I could do that, or I could bring it a little bit higher and say, okay, 1, 2, all the way through. We have a double bottom here. Our trend line crosses across the neckline of our double bottom. Okay? Here's how we trade this double bottom. You can wait till you get rejection down here, and it'll take profit either at this resistance level or at the trend line. Okay? Then we want to wait. After you take profit, you want to wait to see, does it break this trend line? All right? Now, I know some of you might be saying, hold on now, hold on. That's not how I learned to trade double bottoms, right? Some people learn like this. Straight across, right? Straight across the neckline. And you wait till price breaks that neckline. Like that. Come right down for a retest. Then we could possibly take it back up. Okay? Either way, whether you do it like this, or the last way I just showed you, either way is not wrong. Okay? Think of Forex as very few set rules. A lot could be bent, and you can actually create your own style of trading and catch moves that other people might not catch. Okay, I like trading my double bottoms like this because I can catch an early entry. Because I'm a more aggressive trader, right? So I can catch an early entry on this. Wait for the retest and catch it down here. Okay, almost 94 pips earlier than everyone else that waits for the break of the neckline. Okay, now I can do take profit 1, take profit 2. Okay, is that confusing for anyone? Is everyone good on why I did it like that? So let me just clean this up just a little bit. Okay, early entry. There we go. For my aggressive traders, wait for a rejection again here. Okay, take it up to the trend line. How many pips is that? Should be like 140 something, maybe 150 pips. Okay, then wait to see if it breaks. Come back down for the retest. Then we can take the buy to the next level. At this point right here, I probably wouldn't hold it past 136.97 because of this stretch over here. It's more than likely going to find resistance right around here. Okay? So at that point, you might get a rejection back down. Is this confusing? Anyone have any questions about this so far?
Yeah, I got a question.
Yes.
Is it possible to set a notification on your trend line? Like if you right click on it?
Yeah. All right, great question. Appreciate you, Shane. So anything that you put on your chart, if you have, I'm not sure about the free version, maybe you can do like no more than 5. I think it's either no more than 3 or 5 alerts. But with the pro version, I think it's about 10, all right? So anything you put on your chart, you can set it as an alert, all right? This will help you not always have to look at your chart, especially if you're like me. You got 3 kids, right? All under the age of 10 and under, and constantly want your attention. You can't always look at the charts. Some of you have to work. You can't always look at the charts, okay? Let me stop there and say, if you use TradingView, get the TradingView app. Download it to your phone. Create a free account on TradingView, because then any chart that you mark up on the desktop or laptop, you'll be able to see the exact markup on your phone. Okay? This is how you can stay in the game on the go.
You want to get a half.
Hold on. All right. This is how you can stay in the game on the go. Now, back to your question, Shane, about the alerts. All you have to do is, let's say this trend line, we're waiting for it to come up to it or break it or whatever, right? You can right-click on it, add alert on the trend line. Okay, then you should have a couple of options. You can have crossing up, crossing down, if price is greater than the trend line, less than, all up, right? So we're looking for this to buy up, maybe catch it on the breakout here, right? Catch it on the breakout so you can see if it retests. So you can just add an alert and say crossing up, and only once. So basically, the first time it crosses that trend line is only going to tell you one time, okay? So once per bar is every time a candle crosses over that trend line, then you'll get a notification. Once per bar close, this is after the candle closes, after the 4 hours, it will alert you, hey, we just broke the trend line. You might want to check it out. And once per minute, it's all self-explanatory. So I'm going to do crossing up. I'm going to do once per bar. And then what I like to do, I do this every time on live trading sessions, right? I put what I'm looking for. So GBPJPY, look for rejection and resistance. Actually, let's look for rejection and down to boom, hit create, and we should see a little clock somewhere right there. You guys see it? Now that alert is set. Okay, I use my alerts pretty heavy, and they come out pretty useful. Okay. Let's see. So GBPJPY, is everyone good on this? Does it make sense? It's already starting to buy up some. All right. Let me see some. Let's throw our EMA. Actually, let me post this first, and then we're gonna drop our EMAs on here, and we're gonna see how many confirmations we can actually line up for this particular sell. Because I'm hoping once we put our EMAs up here, that this wick either hits the 50 EMA or the 200 EMA. Here we go. It's right at the 50. This is perfect setup, guys. Perfect setup. So not only is it double bottom at a point of support, but it's also on a 4-hour EMA 200. That's a strong support level, guys. That's a strong support level. More than likely, we will get this push up, right? This buy up. And look at where we set our take profit on this buy, right? On our trend line, which is also going to line up. Once it starts to buy up, it's going to line up with our EMA 50. You guys see it? So we could very easily trade in between these EMAs. That's like almost 200 pips right there. So we can catch the buy right now. I need to see one more candle though. I need to see a third candle, a third bullish candle. But let's say the next candle in an hour and 21 minutes, we come check this joint out, right? We could take the buy up to our EMA 50 is a day, 139 pips. We're going to set a stop loss. We're going to set our stop loss below this previous low over here, right? So let's say like a 50 to 65 pip stop loss, just to be what's what I'm looking for? Just to be safe, okay? 50 pips stop loss for 139 pips. Is that worth it? Would you take that trade? Risking 50 pips for 130? I would all day. Okay? And you could drop something small on this and just ride it up, guys. Right? So this is how we use the method chart to perform our analysis. Right? We have an extra strong support level, extra strong resistance level. Let's ride it up. And then once we break back above this 50 EMA, you already know we're going long all day. Okay? Any questions on this? I'm going to drop this chart too, just so you guys can see how it lines up with the EMAs, okay? Remember, I'm using EMA 200, EMA 50. I know some of you use different EMAs, but just in case, you guys want to back test what I use, you got it. Okay? So drop this chart real quick. Good to go. All right, next chart. Let me check the chat. Everyone good? All right, cool. Next chart is gold on the 4 hour. Let's talk about it. How many of you like trading gold? Drop some dollar signs if you love gold. Okay? Drop some dollar signs if you love gold. Drop some exclamation points if gold doesn't love you. Let's talk about it. Okay? Gold could be finicky, guys. So let me go ahead and say this. If you're brand new, don't trade gold. Don't trade no indices, no US30, no NAS 100, no SPS 500, no exotics. That means no, I'm naming up stuff that we drop signals on, right? So no ZAR, all right? Don't trade oil, okay? Anything that looks weird to you, like it doesn't look like a regular Forex pair, don't mess with it, okay? Because it might not be a regular Forex pair and could blow your account. So brand new, trade gold on demo, okay, until you get familiar with it. So going back to the chart from last week, guys, where were we at? We were at a key support level, right? Inside of our channel, at the bottom of our channel, and this is off the 4 hour time frame. So that should give us extra confidence in these zones because they're going to be a lot stronger than the 1 hour or the lower time frames, right? So we're looking for rejection here on gold, a buy back up to the top of our trend, top of our channel, I'm sorry, and then a potential sell back down, okay? We also saw that this could have turned into an inverted head and shoulders depending on how far it buys up and comes back down. So we were keeping our eye on that, all right? So let's check out and see what gold did. I don't know if I still have the same chart markup from last week, but we'll figure it out. So gold. Let's talk about it. And take the emails off. So, what happened last week, guys? We caught the buy. Right? Nice buy up. That was about 420 pips, right? And what did it do? It came back down and gave us multiple entries. After we took profit up here, it gave us multiple entries to jump back into this buy for another 350 pips. So let's say if you just took this chart markup I gave you last week, and this was all you traded, you would have got over 700 pips off gold alone. Okay, I'm gonna say it one more time because our charts hit a lot, and I don't post these charts for us. I post these charts for y'all. Right? And a lot of people don't follow them, or a lot of people do follow them and make money, but then other people don't follow them and wonder what happened. Guys, take these chart markups, follow them, throw your strategies over it, right? Study my charts, mark up the chart the same if you want, or similar, set alerts, so then if I miss the setup, let's say I don't toss out the signal. If I miss the setup, you won't miss it because you got the money right here in your hands. Okay? This is money. So what are we expecting now? Well, we could tell you that inverted head and shoulders did play out, right? I'm still expecting gold to buy. I'm still expecting to buy. I've been saying 1800 for like the last two, I'm gonna say the last month. I've been saying 1800, right? So we got the retest. This is going on for now. Let me look at something real quick. Let's remove this. Remove this. All right, let me do something real quick. Let me show you guys. Someone told me the other week, oh, DeAnte, you're changing the chart because, you know, something was going to happen. Like here, I said gold might reject off of the stop trend line. And then I deleted it, and they were saying, oh, you're changing the charts on us. No, I'm not, guys. Listen, every one of these circles, first of all, every one of these charts are potential moves, right? And every one of these charts circles is all about if this, then that. Okay? So if price rejected off of this trend line, we would have took the sell.
You gotta do it, remember?
Make sure you guys mute yourself. If we rejected off this trend line, we would have take the sell. If it broke our trend line and retested, then we're going to do what? Take the buy. Right? It's always if this and that. The move that we take is always dependent on what the market shows us at that time. And is everyone tracking? Is everyone good? Understand what I just said? Okay? Remember, these are all potential moves. What could possibly happen? So let's talk about it. Right now, we're at this resistance level, right? Right now, we're at this resistance level here. Okay, I would say I would cover, if we look over here, looking left, still going left, but we have these wicks and these small candles. I usually try to get to the top wick and, you know, get most of the structure, okay? That tells me how big is that zone, okay? So we could get another buy up, right? Because this is inverted head and shoulders here. We get another buy up. We could get another buy up. So let's chart this thing out. We already broke out of this. This is good. We're done. All right? Now we're going to go the other way. We're going to drop a trend line. 1, 2, and 3, right? 1, 2. I don't like that one. That was good. Okay. So we'll catch this way, this way. I like to go all the way through, guys. All the way through. And as long as gold keeps closing above the trend line, we're going to look for a buy up. Okay? At the moment, I probably wouldn't even trade this, me personally. Not until I saw a breakout of a couple of zones. I'm going to try another trend line here. Let's just go. Let me see something. You know what? We don't even need this trend line right here. But we could create a channel. We could create a channel like that. Okay? So here we go. If this in that scenario. If, let me see how many pips this is. 161 pips. This is off the 4 hour. If we get rejection off of this bottom trend line, please keep your mics muted, guys. Okay?
What you hit yourself?
I got it. You know what? Okay. What was I saying? If this, then that. If we get rejection here, we can take the buy. We can just play in the zone. Take the buy up here, right? Because now we're in this zone right here. All right. So once the price comes back up here, if it rejects, take the sell back down to this level. Okay. Long term though, I want us to go buy up. So this is how many pips up. 146 up, 146 down. All right. This will actually go down to here. So let's just do this. Let's just call the one buy for now, and let's see what happens, okay? Because we could get this. We could get a rejection, a break, a retest back up, and then to sell back down, right? But with gold, along with indices, NOS 100, and what, US30, all those fast-moving pairs like this, I don't like to project too far in the future, because you never know. So, first move we'll look for is this gold buy. Okay? Then we'll see what happens from there. Makes sense? Everyone tracking? Everyone tracking? All right, let me check this out. Take a picture of this. Gold. Let's see, USD H4. Okay? So, like we always do, we just chart that bad boy up. What's going on here? So, you guys already saw me do it. I'm just going to do it again. I dropped my strategy over top. Principally matched up with that. That's what's up. So now I'm going to drop my strategy, very simple strategy, very simple, over top of my analysis. We expect the price to go up. It may come back down to our 50 and then buy up. Either way, it's all good. Okay? We might even get a rejection here from the top back down to the 50. Okay? By the time price gets up there, the 50 should be somewhere in this zone. And then we'll get a possible buy up. Okay? I'm actually going to leave that part, because I want to see how it plays out. Okay? Then we get a buy up. But when price is over the EMA 50 and the EMA 200, we're looking for a buy. It's called a buy POMA. Bradley, I'm glad you asked that question. Where would I put my stop loss? All right. So, when we're talking about stop loss, take profit, guys, we keep it simple. Keep it simple. Actually, I'm going to throw the index back on here real quick. Keep it simple. There's a couple ways we can do it. If we're going to take a buy here, let's obviously take a buy here. Back down here. Buy here at this blue line. If I was to take a buy here, my stop loss should go below the previous low. Okay? So you can go a couple places. You can do a stop loss below the previous low, which is over here. Oops. My bad. We'll do a stop loss below here. And this is for any setup, guys. Okay, any setup. It could be below here. It could be below here. This low. But what does this look like? Who can tell me what that looks like? This candle formation here. HNS, I see a little bit of that. I'm leaning more towards a different one, though. Double top. Thank you, Cornelius. That's what I'm looking for. Possible double top. Possible double top. Happening at a resistance level. Okay? So if I was to take a buy here, then my stop loss would be at the neckline. At any rate, to make it super simple, how many pips are you going to go for? 115 pips in this case? Say maybe? Maybe. Okay. So then if you're going for 115 pips, the stop loss needs to be 115 pips. About right there, somewhere in there. Okay? Which is almost perfect. But I'd rather go below the EMA 50. If I'm going for 138 pips, I'm going to go for the whole thing. I don't mind doing a 1-for-1 ratio. You feel me? All right, let me see. Could it be a triple? It can also be a triple top. Yes, it can. Yes, it can. Right? 1, 2, 3, boom. Okay? And if you think about it, if you really look at it, our bottom trend line if that was a double top, or a triple top, or a head and shoulders, our bottom trend line is going across the neckline. So just wait for the break, like we already said over here. Right? See if it breaks down below the 50. Does that make sense? All right. I think I'm gonna drop this. We drop that thing. And for you guys that don't hold long trades and all that good stuff, it's all good, right? Because you could break this down according to your strategy to any time frame you want, guys. I mean, we can even move this down. All right, this is good enough. Good enough. What's the next chart? EURUSD. So next we have EURUSD, then we have GBPAUD, GBPUSD, EURNZD, CHFJPY, and that's it. I'm not gonna probably cover indices right now. All right. So I just now dropped gold, EURUSD. Where we at? All right, EURUSD. Last Sunday, with solid starting to reject off of this around this institutional bank rate, 1.1300, all right? Even though it says 1.1312, that's only 12 pips from down here, okay? So we're looking forward to possibly buy back up, maybe create a double top and then fall. The one move that we were looking for the most was this buy, okay? Then we will see if it did fall with a breakout channel, retest, and sell continuation, all right? Remember, breakout, retest, continuation. Breakout, retest, continuation, okay? So let's check out what EURUSD did. EURUSD. And what was that? Was that the 4 hour? Okay. I think my internet's falling down, guys. Remember what I said about just hang out for 10 minutes, just in case. All right? And just in case I lose connection. All right. EURUSD. I think I reset this chart. Yeah, I did. Okay. Oh, no, there it is. Cool, cool. So, trying to see where we're at. Oh, crap. My bad, guys. Where were we at? Right here? Where's that doji? Okay. So what happened? EURUSD, it did end up falling, right? Not from the point that we, okay, right there. So it did end up just consolidating. It fell a little bit, but then what it did, it brought back up about 150 pips and sold back down, almost close to where it was, where it started out with 189 pips, right? So we did get the sell over here we wanted. We did get the buy. And then the, oh, yes, we did. Yeah, we're good. We got the buy up. It didn't happen exactly what we were thinking, right? But we ended up getting the buy up over here. And then we got the rejection at the support, at the resistance level. Okay? So it did play out. I think I brought up last night. Not last night, last week, that, that's fine. That these arrows, I'm glad that happened. These arrows that I'm doing, guys, especially when we're trying up the market, it's not exact points. It never is. It never is. Like we could get consolidation like we did here, then a false breakout, and inputs move back up. Okay? Overall, looking good. What can we expect now? Let me throw this emails off here. What can we expect now? So, price fell, right? Price fell down to this resistance level, just a couple pips away, started to reject up a little bit. But I'm looking at this right here. Like huge engulfing candle, impulsive candle right here, whatever you want to call it, right? Nice little, this is probably around the 6-2. Let's see. $50 level kill shot. Okay. So if I drop a fib on this candle here, come all the way down. I'll make this just a tad bit bigger so everyone can see. What are we looking for? Possibly a buyback up to this resistance level, the 6-2. Then I'll adjust it back down. Okay. One sec, I'm trying to look. All right. So this is what I'm gonna do to kind of gear or gauge where this may turn around. I think that's gonna buy back up here, but I just want to be extra sure. See if I can stack some confirmations. So I'm gonna drop a fib from this breakout level when it retest to here. Okay, I drop my fibs on the breakout candle or on the candle that broke previous highs or previous lows. Okay, so I'm not gonna drop this fib way down here because this candle. I'm not going to drop it way down here because when this candle bought up, it really didn't break no previous highs, right? Not even these candles. The candle came back down for a recess, but this candle right here, this candle broke all previous highs. For those of you that like the visual, let me just drop the visual real quick, okay? It broke all previous highs. That high, this high, right? This high. Broke all those highs. So this is the candle that I'm going to start my fib on. So if I bring this down, I drop a fib from this candle all the way up to the high. Check out where we're at, guys. We're right back down to the 0.62 level. What's the golden ratio again? What's the golden ratio that we look for rejection or reversals? 618. 618. This is rounded at the 0.62. We're at the 0.62. Okay. Last time we were here, what happened? We had a breakout here. Price retested back down, and then took off. Right. This is the first time we're back at this breakout. You might count this as a retest. So if we did, that's the first retest that bought up. Here's the second retest, okay, with the respect. We expect the buy up. How high? How high? So let's do this. Let's do this. So confirmation, let me just do this real quick. 6-2. Oops, sorry. Actually, we already have our support resistance levels. Let's just keep it there. Put this fib back over here. We can go to the 50, or we can go to the 6-2. At this point, we'll look for a possible rejection back down. Okay, rejection will be here. Here. And if it bought up to this point right here, let's say price did buy all the way back up here. Then we have what? Who could tell me what kind of formation will we have here? I know someone knows. What kind of formation would we have if price bought all the way back up to the 6-2 or the 0.705? Head and shoulders. Thank you, Cornelius. Wait, who said it first? Princess. Thank you, Princess and Cornelius and Shane. I appreciate y'all. Head and shoulder pattern. Then we could look for a bigger sell. But right now, you see what it's doing? It's starting to buy up. We might get another retest back down before it buys up completely though. Okay? So let's just say that we're going to go for, how many pips is this? This over here. That's 52 pips. How many pips is 62? Let's say if it pulled all the way back down. 118 pips. If it didn't pull all the way back down, still 76 pips. So it still looks good, right? So I may just leave the fib on this chart, okay? So you guys can see how I laid it. And then you guys can go back and mimic the same thing and learn some things and then learn how to drop your own fibs if you already don't know how, okay? Okay, let's put a sell down. We're going to take the buy up here. Okay, let's see if it comes back down to retest, okay? So let me go ahead and drop this chart. And then I'm going to throw my EMAs on here, because I thought I had them on there earlier, but I can't really remember them now. So we'll take another look on these EMAs. All right. Okay. So there's EMAs on here. Let's say EMA 200 out. Oh, it's way down there. Okay. So, a couple things can happen here. All right. If we get the breakout back above this 50, more than likely we will head back to the 62. If we find resistance at the 50, we may be coming back down. Okay. I would say I will go all the way as far down as this original breakout here. Okay. Where we drew our fib from. 1.1150. Okay. Somewhere in between this levels here. So let's just drop a. Let's do this. So we got that. We'll keep it like this because I think it's gonna buy up before it does drop. So we'll keep it like this. Just be aware that wait until it breaks the 50. If you want to take the buy, or overall, just wait for the sell setup back down. Because which the bigger move, the buy or the sell? What's the bigger move, the buy or the sell? Of course, if you have a trading plan in place with 15, 20, 25, 50, 100 pips, it really doesn't matter as long as you catch the pips, right? But if you're a swing trader, or if you like to trade the stop loss like myself, then you want to try to catch as much profit as possible while the market's moving. Okay, so we want to know, how far can it sell down or buy up. But I also like to take the bigger move. Yes, Princess, it is the sell. The sell is the bigger move. So if I miss any of these buys, or if it doesn't break the 50 or whatever, then yes, I'll be taking the sell back down. Okay? If this, then that, guys. Pick the trades wisely, right? Look for the highest probable trades, if you can, if you have the time, okay? That's EURUSD. Next chart is GBPAUD. GBPAUD, okay, we had a descending triangle. We were expecting it to sell down, pop out the top, impulse buy up, retest, and continuation up, okay? Because I'm pretty sure when we looked at this on the daily time frame, it was at like lower low, let's look at it. Let's just look at it. I think it was at the lowest it was ever for a while. Let me see. Go back up to the daily. Yeah. So this is why we're expecting that overall buyback up, guys, especially after this huge freaking impulse to sell down for quite some time. We're expecting to at least pull up to the 50 EMA. Eventually, we wanted to make it up here before we see some kind of rejection back down, right? But you see, it hasn't been down to this level since September. What do we got here? October. Okay. So let's go back down. Blow this bad boy up. Okay, we can see this analysis pretty much played out to the pip, just about, right? It rejected down, caught the buy, back up, take profit one hit, rejected down again, all right? Not only did it reject down to our support level, but also gave us another entry when it tested the breakout. It retested this is the retest of the breakout up here, but it retested the top of our trend line, right? Perfect entry right there. Boom. Check the buy. Okay? So now it bought up, right? What are we expecting now? What can we expect now? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So, same stuff, different chart, guys. It doesn't matter. We already have a support resistance set, right? We don't need to add no more because we haven't broken out of any of these zones. Good to go. Next step, we want to drop a trend line, okay? We drop a couple of trend lines. Let's do this one. Let's see if we can get the line up right here. Perfect. 1, 2, and 3. I don't care if this wick broke it. I don't care about that. That's not a closed candle. Okay, that's a wick. That's a stop hunt. That's what that was. Okay. Then we got rejection. It didn't close below that trend line. So now, let me see if we can find us a little channel here. Maybe 1, 2, right here. 1, 2, and 3. I did not like it when they open, when our channels opened up. I tried to line them up just a little bit better. All right, that's the best we're gonna get for right now. All right. So a couple things, guys. Number one, who sees the head and shoulders pattern? Who sees the head and shoulders pattern? Potential. That's something you want to be aware of. Let me show it to you. Wait, I see one person. Coquina, Princess. Cornelius, are you talking about this chart right here? GA? I'm with you, bro. All right. So, a couple things can happen. Let's talk about it. Number one, we could. Oh, let me show you the head and shoulders pattern first. Head and shoulders. One, left shoulder, head. That's pretty far down. Actually, I want to do this. This is a lot better. Boom, boom, boom. We can get a right shoulder, potentially. You need to sell back down. It's possible. It's possible. We deal with possibilities, probabilities, right? So, with that in mind, if we were to buy this, we need to wait till it comes back down to a support level. And we need to see what happens at this point here. Okay? We need to see what happens because we could have to sell down. It could break. Possibility number one. Here we go. Sell down. Boom. Break. Retest. And then we can come back down. Okay? Possibility number one. Maybe we can move this up here a little bit. I do not like that. All right, possibility number one right there. So if I was interested to sell, which I am now that I look at it, I want to see what kind of confirmation I could stack on here. Okay. So first things first, support, good. Trend lines, good. Next thing, fib. Actually, we could even drop another trend line. We could drop the actual trend line. Okay. So here is the actual trend line. I want to explain this to you guys, especially for the new folks. Obviously, this is the 4 hour. Sorry guys, I got my colors all. Let me get back on track here. All right. So, everybody understand that this is on a downtrend, right? This is on a downtrend. Every time price comes back up, that's a pullback. That's not a reversal. That doesn't mean this pair is long. What I mean by long, it doesn't mean this pair is bullish. It's still bearish. It's still a downtrend, even though price is coming up here. Why? Because we never broke this trend line up here. Every time when we're doing this, we're just, when we have an impulsive move, you guys heard me say it before, impulsive move down, stair step back up. You guys see how the stair steps back up? If we do get another buy up here, like if this breaks this level here, right, and it comes back up, around here is we would expect more than likely for price to go back into that continuation of the sell. Okay, even if it's not long, even if it's just a retest back down. Is everyone tracking? Because I get a lot of people, I see a lot of confusion, especially, you know, with these Facebook traders, right? You need to understand the overall move, okay? And know that anything like this, the stair steps, is going to be short-lived, even though this is still a lot of pips. We're on a 4 hour time frame, right? This is 100 pips, 200 pips, 300 pips, right? Because our trend lines are set. I'm sorry, our support resistance is set 100 pips apart. All of them are set 100 pips apart. Okay? So, let me do this. One possible, did I already post this one? No. All right. This is one possible. The second outcome is what Cornelius said, or pointed out. Hold on. But at this point right now, we can see both of them possibly play out. Please keep yourselves muted. What did Cornelius say? You said buy back up, right? Yeah. Let's talk about it right here. So this is one. Oh, I forgot to drop that. Hold on. Oh, did I drop it? GBPUSD. Okay, yeah, I dropped it. All right, so this is one possibility, right? One possibility right there. Second possibility is this. Second possibility is, let me just, okay. Second possibility is this buy could break right past this level all the way up here, and then reject down, retest, back down, possibly, okay? At any rate, when we get here, when we get to where this pullback intersects with the downtrend, we're going to find out whether this is going to be a long buy or if this is just a pullback to put us back into the trend. You guys feel me? Everyone tracking with that? right? Until we break this upper trend line here, this is not a long, okay? A long-term long, let's put it like that. If you're scalping, you guys will go either way. You guys are doing 15 pips, 20 pips, 50 pips. You know, you guys will take the buy up, sell back down. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't take no long-term trades past probably 150 pip buy, okay? Maybe 130 pips, okay? So, does this make sense, guys? Does everyone follow me? Any questions so far? I've covered a few charts already. Is there any questions so far? Anything I'm doing confusing anyone? Everyone good? Okay. Wait, let me check. All right, cool. So let me drop this GBPAUD 4 hour. This could be another possibility, guys. All right. So basically, what we're waiting for is we just need to see what is it going to do here. Whatever it does here is going to let us know. Okay. It's going to let us know what the next move is. Remember, no matter what our bias is, we never marry our bias. Okay. We don't want our ego to get in the way of our money, right? A lot of people quit Forex. A lot of people lose money. A lot of people, you know, don't want to study because what they're doing is they're not patient enough to let the trades play out. And then when you jump in too early, you lose money, right? Just be patient, guys. Just be patient. All you need is one good trade a day. One good trade a day. All right? All right, next. GBPUSD. GBPUSD, we saw last Sunday. We saw last Sunday price hit the top of our channel, right? And we're looking for rejection here. We're looking for rejection here, possibly sell back down into our channel here, okay? Then we're saying, all right, this is hitting, you know, some pretty high levels here. So we were expecting overall was for price to sell down, break our channel, pull back up, and continue to sell down, right? So I haven't checked this trade yet, right? But before I do, I just want to let you guys know that a lot of times GU, gold, and those faster pairs, it may take a while to retest, okay? So understand that this is a 4-hour time frame, right? If they're trading off the 4 hour, you only have to check the charts probably twice a day. Every 8 hours, right? You can even do it every 12 hours, right? So 8 hours, that's 3 times a day, 12 hours twice a day. And just let them play out. But I already kind of got an idea of what this did. Just think about all the other USD pairs after that news. So let's check it out. Let's see what happens. There we go. And you know what? This chart is still good. We don't have to do nothing to this chart. All right? It played out in our favor. Yeah, we had a little bit of more of a buy up, which is, you know, normal, but we got the sell first, right? We got the sell first, kept to 115, 124 pips, right? Actually, yeah, 124 pips. Then the bottom more, right? Broke our trend, broke our big support level. Now, what are we expecting? Who could tell me? What would you guys expect? What would you guys expect? Who could tell me? No one's expecting nothing. Retest? Cornelius, all right? I'm with you, bro. Expecting a retest, okay? Right now, you guys see the head and shoulders pattern? Right here? Right shoulder, head. This could be a left shoulder in the fall. Yep, that's what I'm expecting the same thing, Princess. A retest, just like, look, this chart markup is still good. We're still expecting the retest, and then a continuation down. We don't have to do nothing, okay? I don't have to do nothing. Actually, we do have to do something. We gotta remove this. That's done. I'm gonna drag this over. Let's just rotate this down. Put the retest back up at least 100 pips. This is GBPUSD. It moves 100 to 150 pips a day. Okay? That's how it does. So, this markup is still good, guys. We'll leave it here. I'm just going to boom. What are we waiting on? You can take the buy up, yeah. I'm waiting for the sell. I'm waiting for a rejection to see if it rejects back at this level. Anywhere in this zone, if it rejects back down, right? Did I? Okay. So let's see if we can confirm this possible setup with our EMAs. Let's see how they line up, okay? So I got my EMA 50, EMA 200. I'm glad that we called it what we called it. So check it out, guys. This is how you can catch any head and shoulders pattern on the 1 hour, 4 hour, daily, 15 minute, doesn't matter, okay? With the 50 EMA, let me talk to you. Price, broke off 50, came back up for a retest, right? So down to the EMA 200. I'm expecting to pull back up to the EMA 50. Look what that lines up with. That lines up with exactly what they said we're going to jump in the sell, right? Here's the thing, guys. This is what gives me so much confidence in this potential move, at least for it to buy up and reject back down. I say this every Sunday. I'm going to say this Sunday again. EMA 50. Let's talk about it real quick for the new folks, okay? When price breaks the EMA 50, this is the red line, it's the EMA 50, okay? When price breaks the EMA 50 and the EMA 50 covers over price, almost like you're putting your arm around your shoulder, almost like someone's putting their arm around your shoulder, okay? But that happened if someone significantly bigger than you put their arm around their shoulder. It's going to weigh you down, right? It's going to hold you down, so it slows you down, right? That's the same thing with the EMA 50. If price breaks under the EMA 50 and this EMA 50 starts to curve over it like it's doing now, more than likely, this head and shoulders pattern will play out and the EMA 50 will continue to push the price down. Okay? Now, it doesn't mean that we can't take the buys up. Okay? Because this is on a 4-hour time frame. This is a lot of pips. GU moves 100 pips at a time. Right now, we can catch the buy from 1.2500 after it confirms. Okay? How much time we got? About 30 minutes. See how this next candle ends up, right? We could take the buy up to EMA 50. That's 100 pips. That's 100 pips right there. Then we can catch another 100 back down if it rejects, right? Now, I just now told you that the EMA 50 is like an arm, right? It's like an arm. And if it's overpriced, it's going to weigh you down. What about over here? When it's underpriced. When it's underpriced, we already know what it's going to do. We see it happen right here. It's going to pick the price up. So, one could venture to say, all you need is the EMA 50, if we're really keeping it simple, right? Because if you're above it, you're going to buy. If you're below it, you're going to sell. Question. So would that be a minor bank rate to a major bank rate if it possibly bought up before the sell and we decide to take the buy? All right, let me break this down. So would that be a minor bank rate to a major bank rate? it would be no, this could be a major bank rate, 1.2500 to a major bank rate, 1.2600. To major bank with the possible up before the sale. So yeah, this is what I'll be looking for. It's a buy up to the resistance level and then fall back down. Does that make sense? Did I answer that question? If not, hop on the mic if you like. Okay. Got it. I thought you said earlier. And then the 50. Yeah, 50 and 500 is a minor, but I don't see where we're at. Oh, 1.2500. So they're thinking about that 500. Okay, I see. All right. We're looking at the last 2 digits or the last 3 digits. Okay. So this is a major bank rate, 1.2500. Unless we start thinking about quarter theory, we're not going to do that tonight. But quarter theory is about, I think it was every 250 pips. So basically, you break down your chart in 1,000 pip increments, and every 250 pips is another support and resistance level. So you're breaking that 1,000 pips down to quarters. So I feel like I'm getting too deep in it. So I'm a bad bet. But yes, 1.2500 will be a major bank rate. Okay? Sorry, I almost hopped in. I was went in a whole different direction. But here we go, guys. So, like I just said, expecting the buy up, then the sell down. Is everyone tracking on this? Everyone tracking? Oh man, what's going on? All right. W drop this GBPUSD. Yep. Okay, cool. Cool. Any questions? Shane. All right. Next chart is moving on. EURNZD. All right. EURNZD, what were we looking at? Well, of course, we're on this nice downtrend, right? This is off of the 4-hour chart, okay? We had this nice downtrend. On a downtrend, we wait for the price to pull up and potentially take a sell back down, right? I think on this chart, this was also like GBPAUD. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that this was at a low that hasn't been in a while. So we're looking for it to reject. That was one reason we're looking for it to reject. Second reason we're looking for it to reject is because it's already fell so many pips here that we need some kind of, maybe a bigger pullback before continuation. So let's just check it out. Let's see what happened. I don't exactly remember, so let's check it out. EURNZD. Watch that. One last thing about GU. Watch this trade tonight. I'm telling you this about that. Okay? Watch it tonight. EURNZD. Here we go. Let me look at the daily real quick. I want to see why. See if I can remember. Yeah. Okay. So the reason why we call it the buy, let me tell you, is because I think I said this last week also, that this huge behind sell right here, right? It just pulled all the way back to the first breakout, guys. From when it first broke out, okay? This level here. So we're expecting it to pull all the way back down to that breakout and then reject back up. What did we get? What did we? Let me take this image off. Let's talk about it. We got pips. And we got milk. Okay, let's talk. So, price broke that downtrend impulsively. This is impulsively right here. Okay, so a question that I get a lot is, what's the breakout? Right? Because let's say that, for example, let's say that I can't see a good example right here right now. All right, so a breakout to me is an impulsive move. It's a strong move. This is a breakout. You see how it's kept on buying right past our trend line, right? Now, a breakout is not, let's say, for example, let me just move this over here a little bit, right? I'm looking in right here. like this. All right, let's say we have a trend line over here. I'm gonna line it up ugly because I can't really find the example right now. So don't really take this trend line to heart, okay, guys? Let's say we had a trend line like this, right? Right here. I'm looking in this area here, okay? This isn't a breakout. If your candles are just consolidating across the trend line, that's not a breakout. Okay? That's not the impulse move. That's not the signal to do anything. Okay? Now, this right here, that's a breakout. Nice, clean break, lean plan, came back down for a retest, followed our analysis, right? And then bought back up. At this point, let's talk about it. I keep on saying that tonight. Let's talk about it. So at this point, what do you guys see? Do you guys see the thing? I see something that's making me, pretty excited about this trade, possible settlement. You guys see anything? Any kind of market formation? Any kind of candle patterns? What can you tell me? No one sees nothing? Okay. I see. There you go. Well, I was waiting for you. Oh, I'm lagging. Okay, I'm lagging. Now I see it. Inverted head and shoulders. Yep, I see it too. Yep. So I see a possible inverted head and shoulders. Right here. And I see a nice retest right there. But let me show you the inverted head and shoulders real quick. We could actually start from here. And we could go down here, up, boom, boom. It's kind of ugly. Let's just say here, boom, boom, and then possibly like that. Okay? You guys see it? It's ugly. It ain't perfect. None of us are. Okay? So we got the breakout. We got the breakout. We got the retest. Bought back up. Price pulled back down, retested this level, another retest, same stuff, different chart, guys. Right? Price pulled up, retested, impulse move almost, right? This nice engulfing bullish candle. Okay? Now, the first thing we saw was the inverted head and shoulders. That's the first thing a lot of people are also there to see. Okay? So let's just do a little bit more charting here. Okay, I'm going to drop a trend line. We can actually pull this trend line up here if we want. And then, okay, we can drop this trend line here. Just like that. Okay, all right. And then let's see if we can see over here. Drop another trend line. I'm trying to see if we can find some kind of channel here. Let's do this. I mean, we could do that. All right, right off of there. Let me see something. Feeling that? Give me 1 sec, guys. Give me 1 sec. All right. So we could say this, guys. As long as it stays above the trend line, we keep on buying. Okay? I would not hold it past 7,600 because we could very well get rejection up here and we could reject all the way back down, right? It's not only, let me see something. No, okay, never mind. Never mind. So we're looking at a possible buy up here. We just don't know how high just yet, right? We could drop a fib and we could see where the 762 or the 50 or any of our kill zones. I know it's looking messy, guys, but you see right here where this candle was, it almost touched our what? 0.62, right? So it bought up past 50% level. Okay, so we basically want to see what happens here. What do we get here? Will we get a breakout or we get a rejection? Okay, I am looking at this like this. I'm looking for another breakout, guys. Okay, it could be here. A retest could be here. This is what I'm gonna look for. If the market shows anything else, then guess what? Then we either skip the trade or we go with the market, right? Right with the market. So let's see what it do. You both see. All right. EURNZD. Let me check my comments. We're good to go. All right. EURNZD. Right now, I'm dropping all these charts inside of my Slack channel. Okay. And like I said before, I will drop them all again in the free Telegram channel once we're done. Now, if we break this high, guys, if we break this high, this is what we're looking for. Okay. This is like a picture perfect buy all the way up. Let's see how it plays out. Okay. What else we got? That was EURNZD. Last chart, guys. Hang out with me. Last chart. CHFJPY. Let's talk about it. Daily. And we got the 4 hour. All right. CHFJPY. We're looking for it to reject off of institutional bank rate. This is like 114.50 maybe. Let's check it out once we get on the live chart. But this is off the daily. All right. Price pulling back. We're looking for it to reject here, right? Because they already started to sell. Okay. And if we look back in the past, last time we were up in these areas, at least the last 3 times, maybe we could count this, 4, we rejected back down. Right? So we're expecting to see at least a rejection. We weren't really saying, you know, too far, just a couple hundred pips. Let's say about 150 pips. We'll check it out. Here's the 4 hour right here. All right. So we had a nice bullish channel, and we're waiting for it to either pull up and then break out of our channel, or it could have just broke right out of our channel right here and kept on selling on Sunday. Okay. So let's check it out. CHFJPY last chart. Okay, and this USDJPY is running. All right, CHFJPY. CHF. Where we at? Okay, here we go. CHFJPY. What happened? I swear I didn't even check the chart beforehand. What happened? Hold on. Okay. It never bought back up. Wait a minute. Let's go to the 4 hour. It did exactly what I said. Just now said it was. It might have did, which is basically it never broke the stop trend line, guys. Right? This is the breakout we're waiting for to see if it was going to buy up. It never broke it from Sunday. Just kept on retesting it. It finally slowed down. You know, that's 140 pips. Here we go right here. 150 pips. Take profit hit. Okay? What could we expect from here? The same thing we could expect last week. If it stays above this trend line we're at right now, this is a very strong area. Who could tell me why, where price is at now, why is it so strong? Who'll give me a couple of examples of why this area, more than likely, we're going to get a push back up. Anyone? I know it's delayed, so I'll wait. Expecting trend line. Thank you, Bradley. Not only the trend line, but also we're at a support level. Not only are we at a support level, but look how far price pushed down. Look at this wick. 112.46 right there, 112.49, right? Minor bank rate. Instant 50. Well, if I just move this a little bit that up, there it is right there. Institutional bank rate. I mean, minor bank rate. And it, let me see, 0.20, and an institutional bank rate, but it's minor. Okay? Look at this stat. Rejection. How high? Will it be a big rejection? These are all the questions that I go through. Every question I ask you guys, double bottom. Yeah, I see that also. Double bottom. 1, 2. It'll look like a double bottom probably on the weekly. Right? Every question I ask you guys, no, it doesn't look like a double bottom there. Every question I ask you guys is the same question that I ask myself while I'm going, while I'm looking at charts. Why is it doing this? What did it already do? What kind of formation am I seeing? Do I see a candle formation? Is there an impulse to move up or down? If so, has price already pulled back at least 50%? Okay? These are the questions I ask you guys. That's why I'm asking you, because I'm also charting this live with you guys, as in this is the first time I'm looking back at this chart since Friday or Thursday. Okay? So I'm looking for a possible rejection up, but not too high. Not too high on this one, guys. At least probably a 50% pull up, right? And then from here, I am expecting overall for this thing to come back down a little bit more. A little bit more. Why? Because, actually, before I tell you why, I think that, according to what I see, what you guys expect on a long-term buy or a short-term buy? Rejection. Long-term or short-term? 50 pips, 100 pips? Double bottom again? No. How many pips is this? That's 50 pips. That's 66 pips. I'm expecting this to continue down because, number one, we're making lower lows. That's the definition of a downtrend, right? After we get rejection, we might get a break of this trend line, okay? Why? There was the first push down. Let's say from here, we'll go from, let's see here. That's the first push down, right? After it pulls back, I'm expecting equivalent or pretty close to the same distance down. Okay, after the pullback, I want the continuation. But hold on, let me do this again. See, that's the share. I'm expecting continuation back down. Okay, we have the impulsive move. We have the pullback. Impulse move down, pullback, right? How big was that pullback? 50%. 50% pullback. Then we got rejection, right? So what else am I looking at? I'm looking for another pullback, possibly about 50%, and then it's a continuation down. Yeah, you could, let me see. Let me go to a bigger, yeah, you could definitely do that, brother. Let me show you. We just drop this bad boy right here. Just bring it straight across. Okay. So this white line, this is for my daily. This white line is for my daily. And we're on the 4 hour right now, so I make those kind of like a purple, right? So just so I could see, it's super simple. Just so I could see, you know, where my majors, where, you know, my major trend lines or whatever. So now we have a daily trend line. It's also a 4 hour trend line to it, right? It's matching up. And then we have the counter trend line here. We could pull back up to the 50%, or we could pull back up to the trend line. That will put us at where? Around in between the golden ratio and our second level kill zone. Right? All this stuff goes together like a puzzle. You just gotta know the pieces. Here we go. How many confirmations do we have here at this point? Or at this point? I think I'm gonna go more for here. Why? Because we have a minor, this lines up with a minor bank rate. With the institutional bank rate, I'm sorry, 113.2000. All right? 113.20. That's the institutional bank rate. Okay? So many confirmations right here. First, golden ratio. That's one confirmation. Second, counter trend line, Bank of Cornelius. That's the second confirmation. Third, what was the third? Oh, we're on the downtrend, right? We're on the downtrend, and oh no, the third one was institutional bank rate, 113.200 or 113.20, right? Another confirmation is this is just a retest to the breakout. Look, we broke out right here. It's just a retest, and then we come back down. Okay. Same stuff, different chart, guys. Same stuff, different chart. So, did I really drop this? No. Okay. So, let me just clean this up a little bit. Clean it up just a little bit. And then I'm going to drop this on here. And then I'm going to drop one with the fib. All right, so you guys can see how I lay it. Yeah. Sell back down. We'll take it all the way down. Let's just say bank rate to bank rate. Let's do it. Okay. How many pips is this? First take profit will be here. That's just the 4 pips. Second take profit. Let me drive it right through. Boom. Okay. So, you took a picture of that. CHFJPY on the 4 hour. Now I'm going to drop another picture with the Fed, and then we're done tonight, guys. So right now, if you have any questions while I'm getting all this stuff together, go ahead, drop the questions inside the chat, and I'll make sure I got you covered before I close the call off, okay? If you don't have any questions at all, do me a favor. While you guys are still here, don't go, okay? Do me a favor, I'm about to drop a link inside the Zoom chat. I just want to know, guys, if you got value from this call, if you think you were able to take something away from this call, if you learned something on this call, if you got nothing but straight sauce from this call, do me a favor. I'm about to drop a link inside the chat. Just show some love, all right? Throw me a care, throw me a heart, drop a GIF, drop a comment, okay? It's just this little joint right here. And just let me know. Give me some feedback so I know what to do on the next call, okay? Hopefully this is the right one. All right, let's see. All right, here we go. I'm gonna drop this. Show some love, please, okay? All right. That was the last chart of the night. I'm gonna go ahead and drop it before I forget. CHFJPY. H4. Make sure I copy the right link here. And then, as promised, I'm gonna drop one more with the fib on it, and we are good to go. Good to go. Let's drop the fib right here. And I'm gonna zoom in for you. Bring it down a little bit more. That's perfect right there, right? That's perfect. All right. Let's see what it do. CHFJPY. For with fib. There we go. All right, I'm looking through the chat, making sure I didn't miss no one. Like, okay, hey, I appreciate everyone that's interacting with me tonight. Let me tell you, when I'm talking to you guys and I'm asking questions and I'm bouncing off of you guys, there's me get energy to keep on looking at more charts, or even to point out more things, give you guys more sauce if I know that you guys are, engaged and you guys are up and looking. So I appreciate everyone that dropped a comment tonight, that talked to me tonight, that gave me some feedback tonight. I appreciate all you guys. And doesn't look like there were any questions. So once again, guys, hey, look, do me a favor, show some love in that post. I'm gonna drop it again inside of Telegram and the Slack, all right? Give me some feedback. Let me know what you guys think. Did you like it? Did you hate it? It's all up to you, all right? So, with that being said, as always, it's your boy DeAnte, Break the Cycle Section, and I'll see you on the next webinar.